month. He's been here a month. I am disappointed in looking at the supposedly American citizens in that courtroom, that the DA comes in and he acts like it is his Super Bowl. And I guess it is, to be noticed. But that's what's happening in this country.
So that is Tommy Tuberville, who through some weird twist of fate is an elected official rather than just a guy who bothers you at the bar or whatever. And he's implying there that the jury is they're not citizens, or what? I don't exactly know. Like, they're the most vetted jury since OJ. I don't know. What are you implying here, Tommy Tuberville? Or the DA is not a citizen? Is the judge not a citizen? What the hell is going on in your brain? Did one of RFK Jr.'s brainworms hop ship, crawl in through your ear canal and start chowing down?
Hey, I'm glad you're here. Listen, in order for the damage report to keep on going, we need viewers like you to become a member on YouTube. Can you click the join button on YouTube today? Thank you.
As ridiculous as all that is, what Tommy Tuberville is doing in a broader sense, and what many other prominent Republicans are doing, there is actually a strategy there. And it might be difficult to see that because one of the dumbest people in America is the person who's putting the strategy forward there with Tommy Tuberville. But there is a strategy, and we're gonna break it down, because Donald Trump, who was mostly alone for the first couple of weeks at the courtroom, now is constantly surrounded by his group of bootlicking toadies. The thing about these particular bootlicking toadies is that they're proving to be useful to Donald Trump. Not with the jury's not a citizen thing or whatever, but the other stuff they're saying, because they can say things that Donald Trump cannot. So JD Vance, who's there saying he's just there to support a friend. You know, his friend who he said might be the next American Hitler. But anyway, he said this guy, Michael Cohen, is a convicted felon, thanks to Donald Trump. He leaves that part out, who admitted in his testimony that he secretly recorded his former employer. Does any reasonable, sensible person really believe anything that Michael Cohen says? I don't know, Trump did. He was Trump's employee for literally years. If he's such a scumbag, why doesn't it bother you that Donald Trump loved him for so long? But that is JD Vance breaking down the credibility of Michael Cohen. You also have him attacking other people involved in the trial, saying the judge inside his daughter is raising money for Donald Trump's political opponent, so he's attacking the family of the judge. He even alluded to the idea that he was saying things that Trump is, quote, prevented from saying, which is a disgrace. Not the only one. Representative Nicole Maliotakis said that Cohen is a convicted, disbarred perjurer. Okay, Alabama Attorney General Steve Marshall criticized Cohen's testimony there. You have Tommy Tuberville being more direct in his attack, saying, I'm sitting here listening to a guy in the stand that they had to get out of house arrest because he lied in another court to testify in this court. Now, Tommy Tuberville is a legitimate moron, and so there were multiple problems with that, including that he did not lie to a court, he lied to Congress, and he was not still in house arrest. He's been out for about 3 years. So Tommy Tuberville is barely making his way through the world, but you get what he's trying to do. He's trying to attack the witnesses there, and he's not the only one. A number of others have. And so Donald Trump, who is on the precipice of theoretically being locked up by the judge for breaking the gag order, now has all of these toadies and sycophants and these pathetic little worms that he sends out. And there are reports that he was writing notes to them for what they should say and editing more remarks that they were prepared to say. Now, if that is the case, then he's a bigger idiot than we thought, because this is sort of a great shortcut, okay, or a way to get around the gag order. But if they see you editing the documents, then the judge is gonna have to do something about that. But this is clearly the strategy, Sharon, and what do you make of it?
Yeah, they're gonna know he did it, all caps. I'm sure the edits were in. I mean, we know how Donald Trump rolls. And as far as the coach goes, Tuberville, I'm tired of the football references, okay? We're trying to talk about a court case here, and he's standing up just talking nonsense. Every degenerate, alleged degenerate that is before us, that we're talking about, that has human flaws in this case, was dumped in our lap by Donald Trump. These are his friends, these are his people. So if you're going to discredit them, what does that say about a guy? I mean, Stormy Daniels should be left alone. That was a one-night thing, and I feel for her, having listened to the testimony, or at least getting the transcripts and reading and listening to those. But Michael Cohen was in his life for 10 years. That's your friend.
That's your buddy. Come get your buddy. I will fact check you because we are doing a lot of fact checking. It was not a one night thing. It was a 30-second at best thing. And then we're moving on with our lives with a little bit more trauma. Yeah, exactly. So for Laura Ingraham on the credibility, like, well, he desperately wanted to have an affair with the one, and the other was one of his best buddies for a decade. So again, like if they're bad, what does it say about him? But they'll never actually respond to that. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.